Tough challenge. I think the digging part was much tougher than we expected. So good job to both groups. I know it was really tough, especially in this heat. And it's just been a long, hard game already. It's only going to get harder from here. As I mentioned before, gray group, you will get the merge feast. You're going to do that out here. We're going to put you up in a nice little shady spot to eat. The other 6 of you, you'll head back to the Turloose camp. That will be the merge camp, the original red camp on the left. So that will be the merge camp. So we will let you go and do that. But first, bring him in. A decision was made at some point in the game on whether or not there would be the outskirts of Outlast. So players voted out, had the choice of whether or not they wanted to fight for a chance to get back into the game. So we have Megan.
I think we're all eager to play. I think I'm currently the longest Outskirts member here. The 2 that were voted out before me are not here anymore. So yeah, definitely excited to, see the sunshine again, be back in the game.
Ashley.
If I get back into the game, I don't know who to trust because my entire tribe essentially voted me out. It seems like maybe someone was left out of that vote or it was intentionally done in case I played my advantage.
Steven.
Ooh, the Outskirts is juicy. There's so much good stuff there. First off, it's been great to be able to just be kind of out of the game and be open and honest about things.
Lachey.
If I get back into the game, I'm gonna immediately go back to my initial 2, Julian and Lauren, because she has the blue team rattled to its core. So it would satisfy me deeply to see their faces and me back over there.
Austin.
Took me 3 hours to get me out. I had a good in with the blue tribe, so I think if I'm able to get back in, I'll be able to work well with them.
And Dre.
If you guys want to play chaotic and you guys want to make me be that person, I'm totally fine with that. Like I said, I didn't even know how I was going to come in here. I was going to adjust, and for a while I was playing it cool, calm, collected. Then I had to switch it up and play a little bit chaotic last night, and that's fine. If I get back in there, I'm going to go in 10 times harder.
That have all chosen to fight for a chance to get back into the game. Come on. So these are the 6 players that are going to compete to get a spot back into the game. They will join you, 12, that have officially merged. They will earn a merge buff. They will be safe at this vote. In fact, they will not cast a vote. You 6 are still safe and voting. You 6 are the vulnerable 6, also still voting. All right. Whoever gets back into the game, once again, you'll be safe. You'll earn a merge buff, and you will attend the merge feast. So you'll be able to eat with our winning group. All right. I also want to assure you that while at the Outskirts, they have not had any additional food. They have not had any additional resources. The one thing we did give them was a little tent that they could sleep in, but that's it. All right. So they've had nothing in addition to you in terms of food or energy boosting type items. All right. All right. So for those living on the Outskirts, you will compete in a 3-stage challenge. All right. I will talk about each stage as we go. For the first stage, you're going to divide into 2 groups of 3. All right, 2 groups of 3. So you're going to randomly divide yourself into 2 groups of 3. We'll do that first, and then I'll explain the challenge. All right, you can stick them out and reveal. So, Austin, Megan, and Lachey are together. Dre, Steven, and Ashley. All right. So this series of challenges is called Your Second Chance, and you're going to repeat some of the challenge elements that you have encountered so far in the game. This is your adventure of trying to maybe fix some mistakes, but maybe some of these challenges are things you have not seen yet, so you will not really have any sort of advantage. The longer you last in the game, the more you may have seen, the more advantage you may have. For this first challenge, it's called Slide to a Win, and it's going to be our shuffleboard. All right. So you are going to, as groups, try to get your pucks as close to the target on the end of the shuffleboard as possible. Each of you will get a shot. Whichever group has the closest tile wins a point, playing to 2 points. Just need to do that twice. That 3 will move on to our second stage. The other 3 will be officially out of the game. All right? I'll give you a couple seconds to chat about it. Someone from the first group, the blue, to go first. Now this counts for all the marbles, Lachey. All right. It's a little more than halfway up. Raise up. Not quite as far. Austin gets a little further for blue. Steven, off the board. Megan's up. Megan, it's about same as Lachey to the left. Ashley for the first point for yellow group. Close but no cigar, so blue gets the first point. All right. Steven's got a good shot to start. Not quite as far for Lachey. Ashley, you're dry, yep. Ashley betters the shot. And Megan beat that. Almost, not quite.
It was incredible.
All right, Austin, you got to get in front of this yellow puck. Not quite, which means yellow scores a point. 1-1. This decides it all. We go back toward the. This is for the chance to get back in the game. A little more than halfway for Lachey. Ashley, not quite as far. Megan's up. Good shot for Megan. Almost close to the red part of the target.
Good job. You guys beat that, I'm gonna cry.
Steven goes for it. Doesn't quite get there. Austin can better it. Not quite. Puts them in a pretty good defensive mode. Gray's got to find a spot. Not quite. And it's not that close. Yeah. So the blue group is moving on. Lachey, Austin, and Megan. All right, Steven, Ashley, Ray. It's been so wonderful having you in the game. This officially ends your time here on Outlast Season 3.
We get to eat food?
Yes. Yes. So we'll have one of our lovely cast experience team take you over there, try to get you something to eat, to drink. If there's anything you'd like to say, now's the time. Yeah.
All right, well, I just want to say good luck to everybody, but play the goddamn game and don't let blue steamroll you. We've all exchanged stories. They're going to stick strong. There's no point. You guys have the numbers right now. Tie it up. Do what you got to do. Don't let them. Lauren, they're coming after you.
Yes, they are.
They're doing everything they can to make sure you don't get to that end.
You are the target.
So for this next stage, you're going to toss one ball at a time into the bucket, and then bring it up and work it through the chicken wire maze, put it in the bag. Go back, do the same thing with your second ball. First two players to get both their balls in the bag, move on to the final phase.
But every single person is like, but I actually want to work with her. And everyone is saying, I want to work with her. Okay. So we'll see how it goes. I genuinely, like they all have told me they want to work with her.
Top two moving on to the final phase of the comeback challenge. Players ready? Go! Lachey gets her first ball in. Move it onto the chicken wire. go. Gotta work the ball through. Now you take it to the main.
Take the ball and go that way.
Shay drops her ball. Megan, firmly on the tossing. Austin. Getting further and further up the wire. Shay figuring it out.
Okay. I will. Thanks for the advice.
Austin, heading back for the second ball. Shay almost to her bag. Not quite for Megan. Shay's got her ball in. Heading back for the second. Shay just to the side. Austin a little long. Megan off the rim.
Bounced in.
That's it. That's good. Yeah. Austin moving on. Megan moving on. Megan working up the chicken wire. Austin working on second ball. Top two moving on. Megan's got her first ball in. Austin gets his second ball in. Austin moving on. Little overshot for Shay. Little undershot for Megan. Megan off the rim. Just missed for the Shay. Megan just missed. Jake. Oh, in and out. Megan's in. Off the run for the Jake. Jay makes it. Megan's second ball is in. Megan moving on. All right, Lachey, unfortunately it ends your time at Outlast. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Head on over. Yeah.
Congratulations, everybody. I really hope you take this whole entire game. You have a tribe of grown adults shaking in their boots at the thought of you. You are her. Love you all.
chestplate idols that saved themselves. And she
Wait,
was like,
both of them?
yeah, they got made 2 idols, and then Austin. That's all I said. Austin got idol because they voted for him.
Oh, come around. All right, so for the final stage, Megan and Austin, you are going to do the puzzle that was at the end of the course and all squared away. First person to complete the puzzle is back in the game. All the pieces will fit cleanly within the frame. To get back into the game and a spot in the merge, earn that buff. Players ready, go.
I really don't feel like running long distance or like a puzzle. Like my mind's not there.
Yeah, I mean, obviously I want to get back in the game. I wouldn't be here if I didn't want to get back in the game.
Just got to get through the challenge. I haven't eaten since before I came out here. Haven't slept much, so I'm not full tank, but I'm gonna give it all I can.
Outskirts has been very enlightening. Found out a lot of information out here. Everybody's really just come in and kind of like laid out on the table everything that's happened. So definitely feel like coming into the game, we all have a really good idea of what is happening, who's working with who, what the dynamics are.
Like I said, there's people who don't like other people in the blue tribe, so when we get to the merge, I think they're going to be willing to work with me, obviously, to take out red, because red's going to have, I think they're probably end up having the majority.
I haven't met either.
And Austin is just very kind.
They're both really strong competitors right there. Yeah.
So I lied about an idol play, and now everyone here at the Redemption think I'm a big liar because of that. And I asked them, like, okay, I'm a big liar. I lied about that. Okay, I admitted that. What else? And they're like, you're just a liar. You're just a liar. So it's like it's funny how one person is able to make the peanut gallery go all crazy. So
Sounds like Austin's been running his mouth to everyone, telling massive lies, which obviously he would never be able to back up.
and if I get back in, something I do feel like I need to accomplish is definitely reconnect with Josh, David, and Nina. So, yeah, we're all going to try to work together. But I first got to get there and establish with the Blue Tribe, and then we can go inter alliance from there.
If the merge happens now, Drew and Matt will likely be swing votes. So I'm also original gray, so I could definitely join them, back up, and just be a swing vote for a while. But I'm really trying to look for who's on the bottom of red and who's on the bottom of blue to try to see if we could form a new alliance.
It's your game. Don't throw your game for somebody else. If you don't want to go, I'll go, but don't throw your game for somebody else.
Austin wins the place back in the game. Megan, unfortunately this ends your time in Outlast Season 3. Is there anything that you would like to say?
No, great game, everybody. Good luck in the second half of the game. Can't wait to see how it ends.
Thank you, Megan. And Austin, you have officially earned your merge buff. Congratulations. And Austin, you will join the winning group for the feast, which is about to happen right now. Check the wire. There we go. All right. Austin, you have fire. You are officially back in the game. You can head over to that group. Everyone's here.
So, whose name?
It's kind of tricky in this little group because even if like the 6 of us came up with a name, there's 6 that come in, and then it's like boom, change right there.
It's like you can't throw out a name when all 6 of you were there. So we started talking about ourselves a little bit, getting to know each other, and I think the goal was to, when everyone comes back, we can start getting heavy-handed, but I'm sure little conversations are going to start breaking out before they get back.
And they're all sick. And fed. So imagine how their brains are going to be.
I wonder what they're eating.
I don't have Cool Ranch. Is anyone opposed if I have some Cool Ranch?
I don't eat chicken.
So how many bags? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 8 bags.
How many of us?
And there's 7 Cliff Bars, so everyone gets a Cliff Bar.
Okay.
There's 5 fruit, and then there's just whatever it is. So Cliff Bars are okay. Everyone gets that Cliff Bar.
I would say it's pretty likely that Nina and David vote together. And then Drew is kind of like a wild card type thing. Which is, I guess, what we all sort of expected.
Yeah, I mean, we've been through the ringer together, and you know, I've never had any reason to not trust them throughout the game.
Yeah.
So they're good in my book.
It felt really good, because I mean, I want to be here, I want to keep fighting, and I want to prove that I am like a beast. I'm not trying to come out here being like win all the comps, but you know, I'm doing my best in every single one of them. That puzzle, like solving it, the 3 of us together felt so nice.
Yeah.
The best part was the food. Right now I'm getting kind of a complex with talking about food all the time, and it's driving most of the group crazy. So I got to cut that out, but it was good. My tummy's full. We had some chicken wings, drinks, some apples. It was good. It was really good. Flavor.
I have to be so grateful that my blue tribe were throwing their challenges just to save me. That's amazing, because I would probably not be here right now.
I've been dreaming about food. I'm not gonna lie, I was almost thinking more about the food than being safe from that challenge. So to not get to eat the merge feast is like horrible. It's gonna be on my mind for a while.
Yeah, I just have that feeling that it would be me. And like it's fine. Like I made merge. I'm tired. So if it is, like I'm gonna fight, but like if not, like that's fine. Yeah. I am nervous because I think that the other former Red Tribe mates of mine are turning on me. They just like haven't been as much in with me as we were, I guess, last time we went to Tribal. We kind of all locked in with like Steven's too messy, we got to get rid of him. But then like that whole time they were a little bit sus of me, like not looking me in the eye and like not reassuring me that like I'm okay. That's why I was so like upset and emotional at that Tribal, because I was like, oh shit, everyone's flipping on me.
Then or it's at 12 and what we did, this mergatory concept.
Or 11.
Or 11 where it's just straight up merge, where you're not dealing with like half the people are on the chopping block, you know, based on the coin flip, you know.
I mean, we'd all probably be looking good for Jerry right now if we didn't get the battle back. But I honestly, that makes me think that if it was potentially just going to be 11 with no battle back, then it would have been a 11 from the Jerry starts. So I wouldn't be surprised if we still have to do one more round after this before we go make
It would
Jerry.
suck to make the merge and
not make the Jerry, yeah.
I've been crying for hours today.
A lot of emotions, and you
Lots
just
of
like
emotions.
let it all out and then flatline kind of thing.
Yep.
I get a really good vibe from Jess, and I want to have a great talk with her about how I feel like she's in a great position moving forward, and that she's essentially with the Reds and the Blues.
I feel good about David. Luke, I'm not so sure about. Just the amount of time that I've spent away from Lauren and Eric and Julius, like, I feel like they're just, you know, I'm obviously going to be on the bottom of that.
My lack of deep connections might cause me to be the one to bite the dust this time, but I'm rooting for everybody, and I think that selfishly I don't really want the Red Tribe to steamroll anymore. I never really vibed with them in the first place, honestly, and that's probably what the vibe they were getting from me too.
Alright, so I won the Battle Back Redemption Challenge. I don't know how I did that because there's a lot of good athletes out there. Didn't expect it. Honestly, did not expect the battle. I thought I'd be out of the game right now.
During the battle back, me and my original Okochi tribe were hardcore rooting for Austin. He is definitely a wild card, so like, is he gonna come like work hand in hand with any of us? I have no idea.
Austin coming back is just gonna throw flags up other places. People aren't gonna want to keep him in because he does have like a hefty story, like pre-merge, and yeah, that doesn't need to go in front of a jury.
I was actually just rooting against two people. One was Megan, two was Austin. So I didn't get my worst case scenario, but Austin and Megan are the two people that I kind of blindsided when Megan went out, and Austin had a lot of feelings there.
My mission is to get Gray out, whether that's get Red out first, a former Red. And then, Gray did me dirty during tribal, the way I was treated the first day. And just the deception, people say I'm dishonest because I lied about the idol play, but they can't name anything else I was dishonest about.
This is gonna be so difficult because like all eyes are on us. Red is definitely fractured, which I hope we can use to our advantage. And I hate the idea of like steamrolling all the other original tribes, but like, sometimes like that is what's best for somebody's game, and I rather see one of the 5 of us win than someone from Turlouse that I'm just meeting like halfway through day 3 of this game.
So I'm a very loyal person, and Blue have shown me time and time again they are loyal towards me. Whether I'm just a number for them, that doesn't matter. It's each tribal, progress. Each tribal makes the next one, make the next one. Doing the Sandra strategy. As long as it's not me, just give me a name. I think that's gonna be for in this game because there's a lot bigger threats than me out here, and I think I'll do pretty well.
I feel extremely stressed in that, like, figuring out like the dynamics of how this tribe is going to break down, and like figuring out how to move forward in this game, especially after Dre leaving and like throwing all of us under the bus.
I think it's really funny that they think Luke is controlling the blue tribe. That's cute.
We all know after the show at the Battle Back how big of a threat everybody thinks I am, and how scary little old me is, and how my pigtails are terrifying and all this stuff. But whatever, at the end of the day, I'm just a girl.
The one worry I have is Lauren is seen as a huge threat right now, and I've allied myself with Lauren, and if people start to clock on that like we're as close as we are, then especially if Lauren wins immunity, I could be the backup target as like her closest ally. So I need to be very wary of that. I'm gonna try to like talk to Lauren slightly less, but still make her feel good with me. I'll basically say like, I think it's a good idea if we don't seem as close as we are, and work out some votes.
Right now I'm having a tough time reading a lot of the other players, and so that's where little challenges for me.
I didn't know how it was going to come really too much into this game, what my strategy was going to be. I wanted to kind of play it as it came and come up with it as I go, because I feel like being adaptable is a really strong characteristic of a good player. And what I felt that will project me farther into the game is staying more under the radar, but staying connected to people. So I'm just now trying to form more one-on-one connections. I talked a lot with David during the last challenge. I've been chatting with Matt. I've been chatting individually with a bunch of other people. I'm trying to like smile and be friendly and be funny, be approachable, but not someone who seems threatening.
It's hard when you've got a huge new group of people mixing and mingling, and only 6 people are vulnerable and you're one of them, especially because I'm the only original Gray tribe member who was on that group. Drew and I got split up, so theoretically if people wanted an easy target, that's me. Put the bullseye right on my back.
So obviously Matt and I are the swing votes here.
Well, now we have Austin, so we've got 3. The other original tribes have 5. So I'm hoping that we might be in high demand we'll see. I don't know which way that'll go.
But it's figuring out which side that we want to work with, which will be most beneficial for us in the long term. I think it's going to go back and forth, and we definitely need to have a conversation. Hence why I'm trying to kind of rush through this, because I want to see where his head is at, and then see if we have the right idea, because I'm kind of thinking blue.
If it comes down to like a red versus blue thing, I don't know, I might be erring more on the red side of things. So in that sense, I would potentially want to go for maybe Luke, or maybe a Josh. I think Luke could be the bigger threat of the two.
Though I don't know how long it'll be with Kayla and I, because she is a very fierce competitor and definitely has a very strategic mind. So that might eventually be something that I want to take out.
Right now, it's a little tricky because we got blue and we have red and we have gray, and we're hoping to get the rest, build a bond with the rest of gray. I think we have. We had the numbers on our tribe for a little bit with the prior merge. So I think we just need to connect with them, make sure they're in with us, and then we need to decide if we're looking at a blue member.
I'm dead to Kayla, Josh, or Luke, right? Probably Matt or Rachel is who I think. Okay. I think we can do it.
Nina is trying to get the blues and the reds to align against Matt.
So I think for this one, I'd be happy to do anything. I've heard Rachel's name, I've heard Josh's name.
Oh, well, Luke just told me he'd vote out Josh.
What?
Yeah.
Losing Josh would not be the worst option, but it is not my ideal option.
But Matt is throwing out Jess's name to Kayla, and he's...
I don't want that.
I know, I don't either.
Yeah.
For me, seeing Jess leave might be good because I know she's close with Lauren, and Dre announced to Lauren that we're targeting her. So, I mean, my goal has been to weaken her. Unfortunately, obviously I think Matt is the easiest option.
Right, and that sucks.
It sucks.
Jess or Matt. Those are the only two names I've actually had people say.
Yeah, so Matt or Jess.
What do you want to do?
I don't care.
What have you heard?
Matt.
Okay.
I can do whatever I want because I have an idol. I found the merge idol. I found it right behind camp, and I'm so happy. I can't really do whatever I want. I'm just messing around.
I do have an idol in my pants, which I cannot take out at this moment because there's people, but I have the idol from the last swap tribe. Only Josh knows we were together when I found it.
But I know I almost found the one at the other camp too. I was one step away. Kayla was there. I was like, you found it? She made a step like this. She made a step like this. And I thought she was stepping for something, and I was like, oh, you found it? And she didn't, but then she looked down, and right at her feet was the idol. I was a second away from that one.
And Rachel's offering herself up.
That's not true.
No, she's literally, she seems to be saying that. She's I'm at the bottom. She's I'm freaking tired. She's she's I'm fine if it's me.
What's popping from your
I mean,
side?
I feel like my name's throwing out there, and that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Are you done? Are you done? Okay. Are you sure that's what you want?
It's a lot mentally to be out here. I don't know how much longer I can go. But I don't want to give up, obviously, but if it is me, it's fine. Because it's a lot.
It's a lot.
10 days especially.
Yeah.
It's been a lot.
And
physically, mentally.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to make it a huge thing, but I'm just saying, if my name is out there, then that's okay. I also want you to keep playing, and I also want you to be able to take care of yourself. Would you want to wait till next round? The striker decks doesn't hurt to be just probably before the next one.
I just think in all fairness to the game players, if you are wanting to go, I think that it should be now.
And that's what I think. I don't want to take away from people who really, really, really want to be here.
But if you want to stay and fight, I think that is something that you definitely should and could
do. It's hard. This is so fucking hard. I'm so hungry.
I mean, yeah, let's cut my pieces.
Do you want like this a few minutes? You can like let us know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome, Merge Tribe. As a reminder, Austin is here as the returnee from the Outskirts who will not vote, but is safe, so cannot be voted for. As for the rest of you, everybody is voting, but there are only 6 people that you can vote for. Everybody clear on that? So we'll get to it. So Nina, talk to me a little bit about the Merge so far. How's your experience been? And how was the last half hour or so back at camp?
It's been dandy. We've just been kumbaya, holding hands. No. Not true. Yeah, we were strategizing for a while and things took a turn, but I don't really feel like I should talk about that, so.
Okay, do you have an opinion on who should talk about that?
I guess Rachel?
Okay. Rachel?
I mean, I felt this game has been super fun, but I know my mental limit is being reached, so I'm letting everybody, if they want to, I mean, obviously, but like, if they want to vote me out, that they can. I reach my goals. It's been a lot, and I had a lot of fun, but I just think I know myself. I'll leave it at that.
Okay. Is there anybody that wants to comment on that? Anybody wants to say anything to Rachel or to the group about that?
I've already talked to Rachel about it, but this shit's hard. It's very, very difficult. I was telling her last year when I played it my first time, I was with my boyfriend and I was crying all the time anyways. It's very difficult. She's done awesome stuff so far, and has done all of the things that you want to do when you come out here. So I think she should be very proud of everything that she's done, and I don't see this as a negative thing whatsoever. Like, I especially don't want, like, if we weren't to vote her out now and then like somehow down the line like she gets blindsided, that's such an insanely more difficult mental toll like later on. Like, I just don't see the worth in any of that. I think that she knows herself.
So Kayla, is that the right move? Someone offers themselves up at a merge vote, an important merge vote. Is that the right move to have that person go?
I mean, it's sad, and I think we've all encouraged her to stay and fight if she wants to, but it definitely makes, I think, this easier in a way and harder in a way for us, especially in a split situation like that where there's only 6 people vulnerable. I told Rachel I don't want her to quit, and I don't think she should quit, and she can do it, but I understand that like we're all kind of like reaching our limit here. I think we're all hungry and tired, and it's hard to even like form sentences or think of like what you're trying to say half the time, so I get it.
Matt, you're coming into this merge, I believe, if I remember correctly, with just Drew, right, from Natiko?
In this group, yes.
In this group, right?
Yes.
In this formation, you'll have Austin from original Natiko as well. Do you think those original tribal lines may not come into play for this vote if Rachel is the choice, but do you think Rachel leaving as the original Turloose, does that change the game in terms of those original tribe lines?
So I think, tribal lines are always going to be something, especially when you first start in a big group like this, that is on people's mind because you spent so much time with these people. You started this whole Outlook adventure with them. But I don't know, from the conversations I've had, I think everyone is pretty willing to talk to new people, see what people are thinking about. It's an individual game now, and this is a group of, everyone's, I think, a great player here. So I think everyone's going to be thinking about their individual game at the end of the day.
Julian, it's a very emotional game, especially when you get this deep and this late towards the end of the third day, right? There's only one more day. Seems like towards the end of that immunity challenge, you were a little bit emotional. I'm not sure exactly what that was, but I'd love for you to talk about, like, what's the emotion of the moment right now?
Of course. I've been emotional a couple of times today, especially. We're getting so late into the game, and it's been so fantastic being here. I say it all the time to the people who've been on the camp with me that I'm just so excited to be here, and that I love playing. And I felt that that win was another big step forward in securing myself here at the Merge and having immunity going into the next round of the game. And that was just like a lot to take in at that time because I was super stressed during that challenge. So,
Drew, talk to me about threat levels right now, right? Has there been much discussion around who's a threat and why? Even if we kind of, this vote leans towards Rachel, which may not, right? Is there a lot of discussion about who's a big threat right now and why?
I think from within the game, not so much. Though as the battle back was happening, there were opinions that were stated. Though, I mean, especially the group that went to the feast, we didn't have that much time, so like that wasn't what we were talking about. We were more so focused on just this vote, and then as things came out, we were like, okay, just getting on the same page of like, yes, this is a game, and like, sure, you could be like, oh, well, this is a number or whatever, but we are also people. And to respect that we are all humans with human emotions and things that we are going through both in and outside of the game, and for someone to say, you know what, it's okay. Respect that, because like you don't want to put someone through something more than they want to.
So I'll kind of ask a very similar question I asked Kayla to you, Luke. Someone's willing to go, it's not you, is that the right move? Or, you know, if someone is kind of giving themselves up, does it provide an opportunity to maybe have some sort of blindside or some sort of twist or some sort of different way this vote could go that better serves you?
Yeah, I played Survival Challenge about a month ago, and at different points throughout that game, I sort of said to myself, is this really kind of what I want to do when you blindside people, when you see the hurt and emotions on their face? It does sort of take a little piece of you with them. And I think before every game, you kind of hype yourself up and sort of tell yourself like, I'm gonna like blindside this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna win all these challenges. But then when you play the actual game, it is a whole lot different than that image in your mind.
Eric, as a Turloose member, right, from the beginning, you've been with Rachel, I think, through most of the game, if I remember correctly. Probably hard to see on a human level, like Luke just said, hard to see someone you've been working with from the beginning, or at least on a tribe with from the beginning, struggle. It also could hurt you strategically to lose a number like that. So tell me how you're feeling about this decision, again, if that's the way it's going.
I'm sad. I mean, I just met Rachel 2 days, but when you spend that much time around people, you get to know them pretty quickly. So I'm going to respect her decision. I think she's awesome. I think she's an awesome player. She snores. That's another side thing, but
My sisters will agree. My whole family will agree.
and she does laugh at my dad jokes. So I appreciate that.
Just pretty emotional tribal council for you, the last vote. Another emotional tribal council here. How are you holding up emotionally? How are those things for you?
It's been a lot. It's like we're so tired and so hungry and so emotionally drained and so invested in this game and in each other. I can't imagine coming into it right off of like another game. Like, kudos to you for like doing that.
I've wanted to play Survivor for so long.
Yeah,
So
and like
glad I did.
Yeah, like, and you were very clear. Like, you met the. Oh gosh, I'm gonna cry again. Y'all are gonna have so much crying. You said you met your goals. You did what you wanted to do, and if you feel accomplished in that, like, I feel like the best thing to do is respect your wishes.
David, has there been much additional talk around Idol's advantages, things that may be out there, maybe not impacting this vote, but has it been discussed about that in terms of where the game moves forward?
Not really to answer that question, but I just want to go back to the previous question.
Sure.
If you'll allow it.
Of course.
My hope for everybody is you get what you wanted out of this experience. And I always feel for the people that go early you know, they have a lot of game often left that they want to play. We saw it with the emotions out on the field. And the reason we see those emotions is because Justin and his team have recreated the magic of Survivor. Like we're feeling like, you know, sad emotions, happy emotions, angry emotions, confused emotions. And that's something that's really hard to replicate. I hope for you, Rachel, you know I want to see you play. But if you've gotten what you want out of it, I hope everyone else will be able to achieve that in their journey here.
Josh, tell me a little bit about what Austin coming back into the game means for this group. Again, maybe not impacting this vote necessarily. Obviously, he's not voting, so really not impacting this vote, but it could impact the game long term. Excited to see Austin in? Maybe not. How do you feel about it? What's your thoughts on the comeback player?
I think that it's a great opportunity to have a comeback challenge, a battle back, and it shows a lot of heart, you know? One of my favorite players is Chris Underwood, and he's not arguably one of, like, not the best players, but, I mean, it has nothing, there's no
You like a comeback story.
There's no correlation, but I mean, I don't know. I just feel like, it's great to see him again. We've had talks, and we've been able to build some kind of chemistry. Yeah, and so it's nice to see someone you know come back, regardless of your status with them in the game. It's more about like people, really.
So Austin, I'll turn to you. How are you feeling being back in the game amongst this group? You're meeting some people for the first time.
Oh, good. Good to be back in the game, you know. Definitely didn't want to go home. There was a point I definitely did. Talk about mental breakdown. I mean, I probably shed more tears than one here. That first half edit's going to be wild, but yeah, I definitely didn't think I would pull this out, especially the people I won against during that comeback challenge, but I guess fate had a way to have me back. Being back, you know, it's a beautiful cast, so just glad to be here for the journey.
Rachel, I'll wrap with you before we get to the vote. Anything you want to say? You know, whether it's you've changed your mind or you want to say anything before anyone votes?
I mean, I do want to stay and I do love this game, but like I said, I don't want to take away from people who want to be here and want to continue to fight. It's so much fun being out here with all of you. Like, this cast is awesome. It's not an easy decision to make, for me, at least. I'm still trying to decide if I want to vote for myself or not.
Cannot vote for yourself. That is a rule.
Oh, okay. I thought you could. Okay. Yeah.
And as a reminder, just for everyone, every vote counts, right? Any sort of tiebreaker situations are broken in the old school rules by past votes. So we do always vote here at Outlast, and those votes could impact the game down the road. So it is very serious that you vote the way you think you should vote based on that.
Vote too, so.
Is there anything else anybody wants to say before we vote? All right. We'll start with Jess.
Rachel, freaking awesome. I can't wait to talk to you later.
I'm sorry to see you go, Rachel. We didn't really get a chance to chat much based on circumstances, but you seem like a really sweet.
So I'm going to vote for Rachel for this vote, purely based off the fact that she is clearly struggling a little bit.
Wish you all the best. It was so great getting to know you, and I hope we can still see each other after the game.
I almost thought about putting a vote on someone else just because I'm in a group of 6 that's vulnerable in case something came my way, but I think and hope that people are going to take the easy out here.
And you know, I was going to throw a vote on Josh so that he then has 2 votes against him. But I think I'm just going to do Rachel. If she wants to go, she wants to go.
Everyone that voted out Lachey right now is so lucky.
Just a sad vote.
It's very honorable to not only know your limits, but to be vulnerable enough to say, yes, I'm at my limit. And I sincerely hope that you do not look back on this and regret it, because it's really easy to look back and think of all the things that you could have done, or like, oh, I should have stayed and kept fighting, but don't forget how you felt in this moment and what you are working with here.
Rachel, it's been great. Enjoyed so much playing with you in this game, and you're a good player. And looking forward to talking to you after this.
Obviously, Rachel wants to go. We want to give her what she wants. I have one vote on me right now, so I also want to think about possible future scenarios if I end up getting tied in a vote against me in my past votes. I'm just saying that out loud so we can play this back when I could have used it, because I'm going to vote for Rachel.
Okay, this round was really hard for me, but it sucks because I'm not a quitter. I don't want to be a quitter, but I know my limits, and this game has been nothing but amazing. Huge, like crazy, the coolest thing I've ever done in my entire life, so there's that. I don't know who to vote for though. Let's see. Maybe we could shake the game up.
All right. Once the votes are read, the person will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol or an advantage and you'd like to play it, now is the time.
I'm just kidding. Team TV.
All right. I'll get to the vote. First vote. Luke. Next vote. Rachel. One vote Luke, one vote Rachel. Rachel. One vote Luke, one vote Rachel. Next vote. Rachel. Two votes Rachel, one vote Luke. Next vote. Rachel. Three votes Rachel, one vote Luke. Next vote. Rachel. Four votes Rachel, one vote Luke. Rachel. Five votes Rachel, one vote Luke. Rachel. Six votes Rachel, one vote Luke. Next vote. The next player voted out of Outlast and the first member of our jury. Rachel. Also, as our first jury member, I'm going to introduce a guest to come and snuff your torch. Winner of Survivor Gabon, Bob is here to snuff your torch.
Sorry, Rachel, but they tried to smoke it. Thank you so much for snuffing it.
For doing the honors. Yeah, this is the coolest thing I've ever done, so thank you all so much for the awesome experience. I adore you all, and I mean, I'll see you around. I'll see some of you around soon. Yeah, thank you to everybody.
Thank you, Rachel.
Yeah, this game was a lot. This is a lot, like, the craziest thing I've ever done. So, happy to have made it far. Yeah, I can't wait to watch everything back. I can't wait to have friends in this cast. Can't wait to cast a vote at the end. That's exciting. But yeah, it was just a lot of mental and physical. My body hurts, my hamstrings hurt. Like, yeah, this game, I've been wanting to play this one specifically because it was near home for a long time. And I definitely got the full experience. I won these challenges. I ate bugs. I will never do that ever again. Slept outside, did all that. Huge thing I never would ever see myself doing. So proud of myself for that.